Welcome back to the channel, and today Thanksgiving special. We're gonna make cranberry vodka infusion today for Thanksgiving, and if I upload it today, then you still have time to make it for Thursday. If not, just make it for yourself, let it infuse for a while as long as you want. Maybe you want to keep it up to Christmas or another holiday. So what you need, you don't need that many knives, okay? I'm just gonna test them as we go. But first part of the video, I'll tell you what you need and what we're gonna do. Then I'll go wash the cranberries, and then we'll start cutting them and making vodka infusion start. So what you need, definitely you need a vodka. So for this recipe, for this much cranberry, and of course you need a cranberry, I think this big bottle of vodka, it's 175 liters out of Costco. It's not expensive vodka, it should be good enough. Why I would recommend this vodka, of course you can go for more expensive one, for Grey Goose for example, big bottle, or for cheaper one, a little bit cheaper one made in America. This one's made in France. So it's good European style grain in there. For infusion, you can technically go with bad vodka, but I would suggest going with the relatively good vodka, which I believe it's relatively good vodka. So we will make infusion right in this bottle. That's why I say the big bottle is better. Also, of course, you need cranberries. Just one pack like this out of any store would be good enough. This one is, come on, how much this? 12 ounce, 340 grams. You'd need some workspace. You would need something like this to pour vodka in and out of the bottle. You would need an extra carafe, or if you don't have an extra carafe, you can literally use 1 or 2 empty bottles, because we would need to take excess of vodka out of the bottle to fit in the cranberries. And then finally down the, well, not yet, sorry, you need some sugar. I would recommend adding some sugar into the mix just to make it a little bit smoother. You can make it straight, but then it will be a little bit rough, but some sugar will smoothen this out. And then down the road, of course, you would need some sort of bottles, any type of bottles which you can close quite well, to store your infused vodka, and maybe keep it in the fridge and put it on a table and pour and drink. Something like this. Doesn't have to be exactly this bottle, exactly this type of closing mechanism. Maybe something even like a wine bottle with a screw cap would be good. So this is our setup. Why I have all of this stuff, because I also wanted to test how different knives cut the cranberries. I'm going to use this cutting board. I'm going to use different knives here, and as you see you'll see how they work. So quick break. I'm going to wash the cranberries and come back. All right, the cranberries are clean, washed and rinsed and whatever it is. So if you see some kind of like a bad berries which are in there, just throw them away. We don't need them. But everything good we're gonna use and should be good to go. I'll let them drain for a couple moments here. So first thing we need to do, we need to prepare our work environment. So I'm gonna open up this bottle, and I don't need the whole thing, so let's get rid of this. So I will use this carafe, and I will pour excess of vodka from this bottle in here. This is why I use a toothpick from time to time, so I'll just do it like this, so to leave a little bit of an air between them. So how much? You can always pour back. This is not enough because that cranberry needs to go in here. So probably this much, or let's say half of that bottle goes to the different container. Okay, and we'll set it aside for a while. And then this one, I'm just gonna keep it open and put the cranberries right in there. So now what we can do, I try to make cranberry vodka out of the whole berries. Just put them in there and it will work, but then you need at least a couple of weeks, maybe even more, for infusion to happen. But what I recommend cutting them. Take a small batch of those berries and start cut them as, I don't know, as you can, just a little bit, so they will jump maybe from you, and that means your knife is not sharp. If they jump too much, it means that it's not cutting them through the skin super fast, and it means that you need a little bit sharper knife. That's why I said let's test the knives as well. So after you've cut a little bit of that, just take it and put it into the bottle. All right, so when the cranberries are cut, it means that they will lose their juice a little bit faster, and also, as you can see, the pretty much the only thing which is red inside cranberry is just the skin. Inside there is just a little bit of that whitish thing, so that's what you put in there, and the red skin will give you the color. Sorry about the train, it's gonna pass. I didn't sharpen this knife for a while. I was just honing this a little bit on the honing rod, so it is not absolutely sharp. So that's why you see sometimes the berries will jump. But in general, I mean, any kitchen knife will work for this this task. And again, if you can use some like a wider thing to go in here and put those right away, definitely use them, though you don't have to do it by hand. I'm just making it as simple as possible. Also, what you can do, if you have maybe different type of cranberries, you can just take the knife and smash them like this, but they don't really smash that easy. And they lose a lot of juice in here, as you can see. There's a lot of liquid here. That's juice which ideally you want in that bottle for the flavor. So that's why I kind of prefer to cut them and put them there. I'll get a better result. But if you somehow can smash all of that instantly, just with, I don't know, what do you have in your house, somehow you can smash them in between maybe two chopping boards or something like that, fine, do it and use it like this. So I'll keep cutting. It's very interesting for me to see how sharp knife goes through the skin of those berries. So if it goes well, then it means it's sharp. Kind of like a tomato test, but on a cranberry, and of course with a little bit more force. So this goes here. And this goes here. And by the way, I'm gonna cut it and record everything on camera, but skip. Don't look at everything. I know it's just gonna take me a while to cut all of those things. Just skip or let it go faster. Let's try another knife. Oh, this one's sharp. This one's really sharp. And this one's also very thin behind the edge. Pretty good. I think I'm just gonna stick to this knife for this one. And by the way, if you drop a little bit of those, don't worry, there's plenty of berries for this amount of vodka. You will get a very good result, I guarantee you. Just don't make some mistakes, which I will highlight towards the end of the video, in kind of like a second part. How do we actually, what do we actually do with infusion? So first part is to make it. We're not done yet. And then the second part is what you do with infused vodka down the road. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you ever tried infused cranberry vodka. Sometimes you can find like a flavored ones, but flavored and infused is a little bit different, because when it's really infused, first of all, it's natural, right? That's natural. There's no artificial flavorings, there's no artificial colors. The flavor and the color will be very intense and very distinct for the cranberry. Second thing is that because of all of those juices and because of some moisture which we add in here into the bottle, you see, it's not gonna be as strong as regular vodka, so it's gonna be a little bit less strong. I don't have this tool, this tester, to test the strength of alcohol. So if regular vodka is 40%, then after everything we add here, it goes closer to like 35, maybe a little bit less, depending on the proportions, how much you add of this cranberry. Of course, you may not use a little bit different proportions. It may go a little bit less, or if you are very, very, I don't know, add a little bit, you want it to be a little bit stronger, then you can keep it closer to 40. But in reality, it's, I'd say, when it's not that strong, when it's really that 35, maybe a little bit less percent of alcohol, then you can drink it quite easily. It's absolutely drinkable without mixing it, without having to have some sort of snack or drink after that. It just goes smooth and leaves you a very, very nice aftertaste, nice natural aftertaste of the cranberry. But again, don't go crazy with alcohol. You know that if you go over, if you drink more than you should, you'll get in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble. Enjoy responsibly, enjoy good quality drinks, enjoy natural drinks as much as you can, and that's exactly what we're doing here today. My favorite knife for the rest of this. This one. And of course, when you cut the cranberries, the difference is that because they're round, they move, and then they move, you're trying to catch them. You're trying to catch them with the knife. You're trying to catch them with your fingers, with your hand. Be careful not to cut yourself. So traditional pinch and grip, pinch and claw, right, doesn't work here. So sorry, claw and pinch, whatever you call it. Just be careful not to push the cranberries under the moving knife. I did this mistake a couple times. Hopefully, lucky I was not moving my knife too fast, and I was able to not to cut myself. And we are almost done here. All the cranberries are processed. All the cranberries getting into the bottle. Just be careful here. Goes here, and this thing goes here. All right, I'll clean the knives later. So the next thing what we need to do, we need to add a little bit of sugar in here. As I said, you can skip the sugar, but then it will be a little bit rough. So for the sugar, I will also use this thing, and I will add, you know what, for this much vodka, half of the cup. Half of the cup would be plenty. It will be already sweet. So 2 tablespoons may be good enough. And I'll just use a little bit here, and it goes in there. I think that's enough. Okay, come on. Because this thing is a little bit wet, then the sugar gets stuck to it, and then doesn't go really well inside, but we'll get there. That's probably I've added more than I said, but that's okay. It will be a little bit sweet. Then, finally, what you do, you top it off with this vodka. Okay, we don't need it anymore. We top it off with vodka which we left for later. We're gonna leave a little bit of air here so we can mix it easily. And now I'm gonna close the bottle. So, give it a good shake. What do we see? We see vodka with cranberries. They float, that's fine. And we already see that it's infusing, that it's changing the color. It's already changing the color. It's gonna change color completely to red in 3 days. I'll give it like 3 days, you're good to go. Sugar is not gonna dilute super quick. It is not water, it's vodka. Sugar is not gonna dilute fast. That's why what you need to do in those 3 days, give it a shake a couple times. Keep this bottle in a cool and dry place. That's how they say. Don't need to heat it. Shake it like this a couple times and let it stand for 3 days. And then in the next part of the video, I'll tell you what to do after 3 days passed, and you're getting something like this color. Okay. All right. So now, let's say after a few days of infusion, this is what you're gonna see in your bottle. That your vodka is red, and all of those berries, they've changed color. They now like a pinky. It means that the whole process of mixing the infusion is pretty much complete. You can always leave it for more than a few days, but that's like this one is done, yeah, 3 days ago, and this is the result. So this is pretty good. So now you need to filter it out. So I will use this bottle for my final or pre-final container for infusion. Again, I will use this, and I will put a little bit of gap here, so it will go there, the air will come out. I will use a little bit of just a cheesecloth in here. You can use some kind of other type of mash or whatever you have, but the better it will be, the less residual you'll have at the bottom down the road. So, and then that's what I do. I just gonna keep pouring this little by little. I don't want to put a lot of berries here. They will just block the filter, but little by little through the cheesecloth it will go, and what you also can do, you can use like extra mash here, maybe wrap around this one so your berries don't go in here. But in general, whatever you can do in your kitchen to prevent this, it's fine. So I'm gonna keep pouring in. As you can see, it doesn't go very fast, and that's exactly what I need. And we're good. So I can discard this one and wash it later, and this will be my cranberry infusion. This is like a first iteration of cranberry infusion, and the it may give you some residual as it stays in fridge for a while. You can filter it out second time, or you can just drink it as is. That's as much as you can do. And in here you have some vodka spared from your initial mix. What you can do, if you don't pour too much on the first run, you can always add extra vodka back into the bottle, let it stand for another 3 days. It will be another set of infusion. It will not be as strong as this one. This one, the first one, will be the best, but still it will be quite good. So I don't want to mix two different vodkas, don't want to pour it in, but this is what you will get. So, as I said, maybe I'm not doing this absolutely perfectly to the general rules, but it is very easy to do it like this at home, and you will get a very good result. Very natural, natural cranberry, good vodka. You can't go wrong if you like vodka. Second thing, keep in mind, never ever mix different types of vodkas. Okay, it will become very rough and very unpleasant to drink. Those are the things not to do. Another thing, you can add a little bit of more interesting flavors in here, up to your liking. Some people add a little bit of brandy in here, some people would add a little bit of different berries in here. Absolutely fine too. Maybe you can add apple skins. Actually, they have a lot of flavor as well. It will be like an apple cranberry infusion. Then works very good, up to your liking. Do a couple of experiments and see what you like, what you don't like. Just don't add honey. Honey will make this infusion unclear, and you just don't want to add honey. And sugar, don't add a lot of sugar. Add a little bit of sugar just to smooth the taste. If you add too much sugar, it will be not very pleasant to drink. Maybe some people will be more pleasant, but sugar is with alcohol is not the best mix. Okay, try to avoid too much sugar in this mixture and enjoy just the natural taste of cranberries with a little bit of sweetness just to smoothen it out, but not overly sweet. Other than that, this is what we did today. I'm happy you were with me on this very interesting kind of like a cooking experience. So as you can see, the bottle which I just did already turns color in a matter of minutes. Berries not yet, but color for the vodka already. So in 3 days it will be good to go. And the sugar, as I said, it's not gonna dilute that easy, but it will be gone in a matter of maybe 1 day. 1 day you need for the sugar to be completely dissolved in here. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions on this, let me know, and enjoy nice weather and enjoy your drinks responsibly. Bye.